Okay, so you want to go backpacking. You have no idea what to do. First of all, you're gonna need a pack. Haha, obviously. I would say I'm not really an expert on packs, but when on my first backpacking trip, they recommended bringing like 70-liter bag. If you don't know what that is, I would recommend going to REI. You can probably talk to one of the staff members; they'll recommend what type of pack to get. But I just have this one. It's nice. It fit a lot of room. It lasted me 12 days. So yeah, it's been through a lot. Next important thing, you're gonna need a sleeping bag. The good thing about this pack, which I like, it has its own place for a sleeping bag, so you don't ever have to worry about finding it because it's always at the bottom. Just place it here. Depending on yours, you might want, depending on your trek, you might want a sleeping bag that can tolerate the colder temperatures. This one goes up to like 40 degrees. I have one that can go up to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, but yeah, so depending on that, that's the type of sleeping bag that you want. So like what climates you're going to. If you're going to be camping at the top of some mountains, probably want a colder sleeping bag. Next important thing, I would say, is the tent, obviously. If you're generally going to go with a crew maybe like 10 people. So you're probably going to have a tent partner because you don't want to carry too much weight. You want the pack to be as light as possible. So my tent is 4 pounds, which I would say is like kind of reasonable. Maybe you can go a little lighter, but this one's really easy to set up, so that's why I took it. And it's really easy to set up because you don't want a tent that's hard to set up. You just want one quick when you go to campsite. Just put it away quickly. You're all good for camp. And then this nice thing about this pack is that it has you can attach the tent to the back with these clips, so you don't ever have to worry about putting the tent inside the pack because you wouldn't have any room at all. That's nice about that. The next very important thing is obviously your sleeping pad, because you don't want to sleep on the ground. That would be rough with like roots and stuff. So I know some people have air mattresses. I don't personally, but it'd be easier because it's less room to take. Usually I'll put the air mattress at the top of the pack when I there's like these clips. But if you have an air mattress, you don't have to worry about that. It's also lighter. This one has some weight, but it's not too heavy. But I mean, that's fine. You just want to make sure what you're sleeping on is most comfortable, because sleeping is like, you're gonna be really tired, so you want to be really comfortable with sleeping, even though it's like in a tent. So it's like the best you can do. Next important thing is you're gonna want some rain gear. If you don't have rain gear, I don't know what you're doing, because you're gonna get wet. This is probably gonna rain. It should rain. I mean, I don't know. I hope not, but it's gonna rain, so you want to be prepared with some rain pants, rain jacket, all that. Next thing I would suggest is if you're going to cold climates again, bring some gloves, bring some hats. You know, you don't want to stay cold, especially while you're sleeping. So it's pretty nice. You don't want anything too fancy, right? It doesn't matter that much. Next important thing, if we're on sleeping, this is an air mattress pillow. It goes in this little like sack thing. You can stuff it in, but you could buy a real pillow, but it'd have to be really small and fit in your tent. But I would just recommend you buying an air mattress one, because or air pillow. I don't know what to call it. Because it's easier to stuff. Look how small it is. It takes up no space. And it's not the most comfortable thing, but, you know, just find one that works for you. I found this one on Amazon. So that's nice. It just fits up. Small little thing. Next thing, these things are called compression sacks. And they're what they say in the names, they keep everything compressed. So you put any clothes in here, like I would say some shirts, some sweatpants, if you want to get cold, some sweaters, socks, whatever you think you might need, maybe a towel if you're going to shower, but that generally doesn't happen. You just put it in here, stuff it down, and then tie it off. And then it has these straps so you can tighten it. This, you'll go over the top of the bag. You don't want to make sure it's too tangled. You go over the top of the bag, and then you'll pull down these straps You pull down on each of the straps, and eventually it just compresses it down, so it doesn't take up too much space. I have a really big one for big clothes, small one for smaller stuff, maybe underwear, socks. And this one's like this is what I call a ditty bag, but it's also a compression thing. You just put some food in here, maybe some gloves, something small. They're all waterproof, so even if it does rain, you should be good. You can also have a compression sack for your sleeping bag. It also takes up no space. So if you have a bigger sleeping bag, I would use like one of these ones. Mine came one. A compression sack came with it, so that's that. Another really important thing is like your water source. So generally speaking, you want 4 liters of water. Depending on your trek, if you have a bunch of potable sites, campsites, you probably don't need as much water, but maybe 2 liters. But I would recommend just bringing 4 because it's not that much. The nice thing about this is when you're hiking, you can just put it in the back and start. You don't ever have to take your water bottle out. You can just start. It'll hang from the side, and you can just like sip it whenever you want to. So you never have to worry about water. So that's like, this is 2 liters, so that's nice. And then I'd recommend, because you're gonna need a water bottle for camp, or just like in general, get some smart water bottles. They're really light. Just put them in here. They're each a liter. So you get 2, that's 2 liters, plus this, 4 liters. So you're gonna water. That's really important. To keep your pack from not getting wet, get this rain gear type thing. So this is a rain cover, not rain gear. This is a rain cover. So essentially it covers your pack. It's nice, holds nice and easy. You probably want to put it somewhere where it's easily accessible. Like mine has a top latch on the back of the top. So it's like, if it ever starts raining, you can put this on top. And we're chilling. You're gonna need a light, obviously. Woohoo. For nighttime, you don't want to be in the dark. This is called a mess kit. So you're gonna, whenever you cook some food, just put your food in here. Eat it. You generally want plastic because it's easier to clean. You don't want any collect any trash because you don't want to carry trash all the time. Pocket knife. You never know you're gonna need to cut something, so it's really helpful. In certain situations, cutting rope. You might want a hiking pole. I first never used hiking poles, but they're easy to. I don't know. For me they're helpful for getting better grip on the surface, especially if it's like rock. These peg tips are really easy to grip, and if it's dirt, you can just take it off, and then especially in the crowd. And then you're gonna have some crew gear that you're gonna share with your crewmates, like pots, just like pots, first aid kit, a tarp, water platypuses, which clean and filter water, and then maybe some other stuff like a person who is in charge of the map. I have a map here. So generally, when you figure out where you're gonna go trekking, you're gonna need a map. So this is just our trek route. We highlighted it to make it easier for ourselves, but this is a really big map. But yeah, just highlight your trail. You're gonna need a map and compass. Yeah. So this is all we did. This is our trail. We started from here, moved our way down. So you're gonna need a map. Usually one person's gonna be like the map man for the day. I don't know. It really depends how you divide your crew up. And then, so for cooking, so you're also gonna need a stove as crew gear. So you're gonna get one of the mini stoves. I'm not sure what they're called. You attach the propane gas to it, light on fire. I'll put a picture of what it looks up here. And then you put the pot on top, get some water. You generally, I would say filter it and then boil it, just because you don't want any microorganisms to be in it. So filter it with a water platypus, then pour it in. And then once you boil it, you're going to put this food called Mountain House. And it's essentially just like, so you boil the water, and then you get the Mountain House bag. It's a food substance where essentially you just put hot water in it, and it rehydrates the food, and then it tastes like it's like camp food. I mean, it's like where you're gonna eat all day because you don't want to cook any carry any real food because it could go bad and it's like heavy. These are light. They're easy to eat. So you just pour some water. Nom nom nom. They're called Mountain House. Pretty easy. And then I would also say like for breakfast and stuff. Generally that's like a dinner type thing. So when you're at camp. But for breakfast you probably want some like power bars and stuff. Something not like too heavy because like you just want to eat on the go. When I'm walking around, this is the front. So usually I'll put some food in here. Speak of the devil, I might have some food in here. This is my food bag. You see, I have some food in here from my last trek. So I put some food in here. It's easy to grab. I think I might have some. Oh look, I have Oreos. Oh no, Pop-Tarts. Who knows how old these are? But yeah, just keep some food in here. Stuff like Pop-Tarts, Cliff Bars, Fig Bars, all that jazz. And yeah, I would say that's it. Depending on your